Shri Pranab Mukherjee, former President of India, Harshvardhan Neotia, President AIMA and Chairman Ambuja Neotia Group, Sanjay Kirloskar, Senior Vice President AIMA and Chairman and Managing Director Kirloskar Brothers Limited, Harshpati Singhania, Vice President AIMA and Vice Chairman and Managing Director JK Vapors Limited, past presidents and council members of AIMA, our esteemed award winners and citation readers, ladies and gentlemen. It is a pleasure to have you with us at the 10th AIMA Managing India Awards presentation. It is a very special event in AIMA's calendar and a unique opportunity to celebrate management excellence in the country. We are privileged and honored to have a very special chief guest with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the former President of India and a Bharat Ratna, Mr. Pranab Mukherjee. Mr. Mukherjee, we are very honored and excited to have you with us today once again. AIMA is privileged to have a friend in you, and we are grateful that you have agreed to present this year's Managing India Awards. Many thanks for joining us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight AIMA celebrates special achievers who have not only excelled in their domain, but have also played an important role in nation building. At AIMA, we believe that it's important to look beyond the narrow personal and organizational objectives and aim for socially and nationally relevant success. Tonight, we honor those who have achieved this success. The AIMA Managing India Award winners are a varied lot. They are doyens of Indian industry, path-breaking entrepreneurs, corporate empire builders, generous philanthropists, gifted artists, Indian and foreign multinationals, and exceptional private and public sector companies. Diverse though they are in their pursuits, united they are in their purpose. They're all remarkable nation builders. Through the AIMA Managing India Awards, we show our appreciation to such super achievers and hope that these awards inspire others to follow their ideals. Young Indians need role models, and tonight's award winners are perfect examples of success with a larger purpose. It is wonderful to see so many distinguished guests with us tonight, including AIMA's friends and well-wishers, and many past presidents and council members. I'm delighted that you have joined us today to celebrate the achievements of some remarkable individuals and organizations who have done us all proud. With these words, may I now invite Mr. Harshvardhan Neotia, President AIMA, to deliver the welcome address. Thank you.
Respected Shri Pranab Mukherjee, former President of India, Shri Sanjay Kirloskar, Harshpati Singhania, Rekha Shetty, past presidents and council members of AIMA, the award winners, celebrity citation readers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is truly a great honor and privilege to be present here today for the AIMA Managing India Award ceremony. We are truly honored that we have in our midst our respected Pranab Babu, former President of India, to give out these awards. Pranab Babu, a great statesman, a Bharat Ratna recipient, has led the country's economic and political discourse for more than half a century. He's been a key minister in several central government, and since the 1970s, has had a lasting contribution in framing policies for the government. He's been a 5-time member of the Rajya Sabha and twice of the Lok Sabha, and he has influenced Indian politics and democracy. Mr. Mukherjee, sir, it's a great honor to have you. Many thanks for accepting our request and being with us here this evening. A very, very warm welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, please accord a warm welcome. Tonight we have in our midst many AIMA's distinguished past presidents, council members, friends and celebrities. They are outstanding achievers in their own right, and we are delighted that they have joined us today to show their appreciation to the award winners. Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you who are gathered in such large numbers here. I must make a special mention for my friend Mr. Sanjiv Goenka, past President AIMA and Chairman of the award jury. Unfortunately, due to an unavoidable commitment, he was unable to join us here this evening, but sends us his good wishes. We have a special thank you for all the jury members. They include Mr. Sanjay Kirloskar, Mr. Harshpati Singhania, Mr. Sunil Kant Punjal, Ms. Preeta Reddy, Mr. Narendran, Mr. Sudhir Jalan, Mr. Rajiv Kaul, Mr. Sanjay Budia, Mr. Akhil Bansal, Mr. Nikhil Shawnee, and Mr. P. Balaji. Thank you very much for your efforts. The awards are being presented at a time of great change. Each one of our awardees has shown great vision and agility in aligning their business with the changing economic realities. Unlike many who succumb to the digital and economic disruptions, the winners have been quick enough to anticipate the changes and adapt their businesses to the demands of the time. I extend my congratulations to all the awardees. Thank you very much, Azim Premji, sir, for being with us, Prathap, Reddy, sir, Dr. Devi Shetty, Mr. Sanjiv Bajaj, Mr. Sanjiv Mehta, Mr. Mahendra Mohan Gupta, Mr. Rajkumar Hirani, Mr. Pawan Goenka of Mahindra & Mahindra, Mr. T. Krishna Kumar of Coca-Cola India, and Mr. Sanjeev Singh of Indian Oil. AIMA has been organizing conferences and leadership development programs right throughout the year, and this year has been focused on innovation in the age of disruption. I feel truly happy that we have made good progress, and we've had very interesting initiatives, and I feel that Indian industry and management practices are gradually getting to world standards. I would like to urge all of you to attend tomorrow's conclave, which also will throw insight into various new ideas that are emerging in management practices in our country. I conclude by welcoming you once again, and thank you very much for your presence. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Neotia. Appreciation for achievements comes in varied manners and from many sources, but no praise equals that which comes from one's peers, for only they know what it takes to achieve what you have. The AIMA Managing India Awards is that coveted appreciation. So without further ado, let's get set to appreciate our achievers at the AIMA Managing India Awards 2019. Ladies and gentlemen, we start the award distribution with the Indian Multinational of the Year. The award aims to honor and recognize a company for its global strategy and corporate excellence, a company which has shown tremendous growth despite a challenging global economic environment. To introduce the winner of this award, may I now invite Mr. P. Balaji, who is the Chief Regulatory and Corporate Affairs Officer at Vodafone Idea Limited.
Honorable Shri Mukherjee, dignitaries on and off the dais, it's my proud privilege to read out the citation for the AIMA Managing India Awards for the Indian Multinational of the Year. A global company, Mahindra & Mahindra, does business in over 100 countries across 22 sectors and has global revenues in excess of $20 billion. Mahindra & Mahindra is the largest manufacturer of tractors by volume in the world, and is also the largest producer of utility and electric vehicles in India. It has done several overseas acquisitions in both automotive and tractor space. It has design, development, and manufacturing facilities in Asia, Europe, and North America. The company has made great strides in innovation and globalization under the visionary leadership of its managing director, Dr. Pawan Kumar Goenka, who has been credited with the creation of India's first indigenous SUV, the Scorpio. He is now driving the electric vehicles initiative to secure the company's future. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for Indian Multinational of the Year on Mahindra & Mahindra through its Managing Director, Dr. Pawan Kumar Goenka.
Thank you, Mr. Balaji, for introducing the winner. Congratulations, Mahindra & Mahindra and Dr. Pawan Goenka. The next award is for the MNC in India of the Year. This accolade is given to a global multinational company which has made an outstanding contribution towards economic and social upliftment in India, a company which also has demonstrated exceptional financial returns, strong growth, innovation strategies, and market leadership in its sector. To read out the citation, may I invite on stage Ms. Anjali Ela Menon, one of India's leading contemporary artists and a well-known muralist.
I have the privilege to read the citation for Coca-Cola India. Coca-Cola is India's leading beverages company. In 2010, the company committed 5 billion investment in India and an additional 1.7 billion under its Fruit Circular Economy initiative to develop the entire value chain for its fruits and fruit-based beverages. Coca-Cola has created about 25,000 direct and 150,000 indirect jobs in India and touches the lives of over 300,000 farmers and about 3 million retailers. The company also reaches out to over 5,000 schools through its Support My School programs by building toilets, drinking water facilities, and creating awareness for waste segregation, and the Coca-Cola India Foundation has built storage capacity for over 16 billion liters of water across the country through over 150 check dams. Mr. T. Krishna Kumar leads the company with a commitment to reach out to every Indian through affordable and tailor-made nutritious products. Under his visionary leadership, Coca-Cola India is set to become the 5th largest market for the Coca-Cola company worldwide. All India Management Association is also pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for the MNC in India of the Year on Coca-Cola India through the company's President for India and Southwest Asia, Mr. Krishna Kumar.
Thank you, Ms. Menon. Congratulations, Coca-Cola India and Mr. Krishna Kumar. The next award is for Outstanding PSU of the Year. It is given in recognition of the outstanding performance by a PSU in their sector, innovation, and for following best human resource management practices and displaying social responsibility as the very essence of their existence. To introduce the winner, we have with us Ms. Shivani Wazir Pasrij, celebrity anchor, actor, director, and chairperson of the Commonwealth Cultural Forum. May I invite her to please join us on stage.
What a privilege it is to read the citation for a corporation that devises energy solutions to power the nation. A Maharashtra PSU with business interests spread across the hydrocarbons value chain, Indian Oil Corporation meets nearly half of India's petroleum products demand through over 50,000 customer touchpoints. As India's largest commercial enterprise and a future-ready corporation, Indian Oil is investing more than 20,000 crore a year to build capacities and capabilities across oil, gas, petrochemicals, and alternative energy segments. The company is working to make available multiple fuels and energy options such as biofuels, compressed biogas, hydrogen, HCNG, battery swapping or charging options, and so on to suit the diverse customer needs. Under the visionary leadership of its chairman, Mr. Sanjiv Singh, Indian Oil is focused on India's energy security and has invested in 11 oil and gas assets abroad and has also diversified its energy imports by sourcing oil from the United States of America. The All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for Outstanding PSU of the Year to Indian Oil Corporation Limited through its chairman, Mr. Sanjiv Singh.
Thank you, Ms. Pasrich. Congratulations, Indian Oil Corporation and Mr. Singh. The next award is for Director of the Year. This award aims to recognize an individual who has exemplified the spirit of filmmaking by taking a story and creating a masterpiece out of it. The sort of a masterpiece which is a path-breaking creation and is worth watching over and over again. May I now request Mr. Rohit Bal to introduce the winner of the Director of the Year award. Mr. Bal is a versatile and celebrated fashion designer, a global entrepreneur, a celebrated brand ambassador, and a trailblazing restaurateur.
Good evening, Honorable Shri Mukherjee, ladies and gentlemen. I have the privilege this evening to be reading the citation for one of my, what do I say, one of my favorites, Mr. Rajkumar Hirani, director, producer, writer, and editor. A gifted filmmaker and director of many popular films, Rajkumar Hirani has set new benchmarks in mainstream Hindi cinema. He has made consecutive mega hits such as the Munna Bhai series, Three Idiots, and PK. His latest film, Sanju, is also one of India's highest grossers of all time. Popular with both the masses and the classes, his films have won numerous awards. Munna Bhai MBBS, Lage Raho Munna Bhai, and Three Idiots have won the President's National Award for the most popular film providing wholesome entertainment. Lage Raho Munna Bhai and Three Idiots have also been screened at the United Nations. A master at portraying lovable rogues and critiquing the society with humor, he has created another masterpiece in Sanju. This biopic of a controversial film star has been shown at film festivals around the world, including the Busan International Film Festival, South Korea, New Horizons International Film Festival, Wrocław, Poland, and the Indian Film Festival of Melbourne, Australia. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for Director of the Year on Mr. Rajkumar Hirani, Director, Producer, Writer, and Editor, Sanju.
Thank you, Mr. Bal. Congratulations, Mr. Hirani. Our next award tonight is for lifetime contribution to media. This accolade is given to an individual who has made a mark in media over the years and has been responsible for changing the face of media in the 21st century. This includes print and broadcast media. To introduce the winner of this award, may I have Mr. Akshay Bhalla, Partner COO, Markets and Strategy, KPMG in India, on stage. Mr. Akshay Bhalla is responsible for overall sales and business development efforts of the firm, as well as driving growth in KPMG's international geographies.
Thank you and good evening. Honorable Shri Mukherjee and the dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be here to call out the citation for the AIMA Managing India Awards, Lifetime Contribution to Media, to none other than Mahindra Mohan Gupta. It's indeed an honor to be here to call this out for a veteran publisher and a doyen of India's media industry. He has made Jagran Prakashan a leader in the news and entertainment sector. Under his outstanding leadership, the group has grown from a Hindi newspaper to a multi-language conglomerate with portfolio of popular brands including Dainik Jagran, Radio City, Midday, Inqilab, and Nai Dunya. An influential industry leader, he shaped media measurement and governance in India. He has been the president of the Indian Newspaper Society and the chairman of PTI and UNI. He has also served as a member of the Film Censor Board. A public-spirited citizen, he has been active in politics, and in 2006, he was elected to the Rajya Sabha. He also drives the sustainability and charitable activities of the group. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for lifetime contribution to media on Dr. Mahindra Mohan Gupta, Chairman and Managing Director, Jagran Prakashan Limited, and Editor-Director, Dainik Jagran.
Thank you, Mr. Bhalla. Congratulations, Mr. Gupta. Our next award is for the Entrepreneur of the Year, which is given to an individual who has created an innovative enterprise which shows tremendous potential of creating ripples across the global industry. The individual should have created a brand which has the strength to give older and established brands a run for their money. To read the citation for the award, may I invite Mr. Vikram Chandra, a well-known face of Indian television and a leading television journalist and technology expert who is the founder of Editor G Technologies.
Shri Mukherjee, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to read the citation for Entrepreneur of the Year, which goes to Mr. Sanjiv Bajaj, Managing Director, Bajaj Finserv Limited. A balanced business leader, he has built one of India's most profitable and fastest growing financial services conglomerate, Bajaj Finserv. Under his leadership, Bajaj Finserv has become a major player in the business of lending, insurance, and wealth management. A disruptive innovator, he has used technology to improve customer experience, to lower costs, reduce risk, create new products, and speed up the processing of loans and insurance. A visionary entrepreneur, he has transformed his inheritance of an auto finance company into a multifaceted lender to consumers and small enterprises. He has led an astonishing growth of Bajaj Allianz in the life and the general insurance businesses. Together, the group companies have acquired more than 100 million customers, and their collective revenue has been growing at nearly 20% a year. In 2018, Bajaj Finserv's market capitalization crossed 1 lakh crores, a growth of 40 times over the past 10 years. The All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for the Entrepreneur of the Year on Mr. Sanjiv Bajaj, Managing Director, Bajaj Finserv Limited.
Thank you, Mr. Chandra. Congratulations, Mr. Bajaj. We now come to the AIMA Managing India Award for Corporate Citizen. This award is given to an individual who has made significant contribution to public good, be it through strengthening the health and education system, alleviating poverty, helping the handicapped, or providing underprivileged children a promising future, just to name a few areas. To read the citation and introduce the winner of the award, we have with us Ms. Ritu Berry, an international fashion designer, an outstanding entrepreneur, and a global ambassador of Indian couture and founder of the Luxury League. May I request her to introduce the award winner?
Shri Mukherjee ji, good evening everybody. I'm delighted to announce this award and read the citation. An outstanding entrepreneur and innovator, he has created a socially relevant business model in the healthcare sector. He has created a commercially successful hospital chain, Narayana Health, that does not turn away patients who cannot pay. A creative problem solver, he has made healthcare accessible to the poor by subsidizing their treatment with savings from bulk procurement of medical consumables and the premium charged to rich patients. He provides financial assistance to poor patients by crowdsourcing charity, arranging corporate sponsors and paying from his own charitable foundation. An accomplished business leader, he has built a chain of 23 hospitals, 7 heart centers, and 19 primary care facilities across India with nearly 6,250 beds. He has also set up a hospital in Cayman Islands. He has received a Padma Shri in 2003 and a Padma Bhushan in 2012 for his services. AIMA is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for Corporate Citizen of the Year on Dr. Devi Prasad Shetty.
Thank you, Ms. Berry. Congratulations, Dr. Shetty. Our next category is the coveted Business Leader of the Year Award. To honor an individual who has revolutionized traditional Indian business practices while keeping the shareholders' interests uppermost in his or her mind with a relentless and clearly demonstrated strategic direction. To read the citation, may I invite the First Lady President of AIMA and now a past president, Ms. Reddy, who is the Vice Chairperson of Apollo Hospitals, Asia's foremost integrated healthcare provider.
Honorable Pranab Mukherjee ji, leadership of AIMA, the awardees, ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege for me to read the citation for Mr. Sanjiv Mehta, Chairman and Managing Director, Hindustan Unilever Limited. An astute and creative leader, he has transformed Hindustan Unilever into a nimble and agile organization. His pioneering vision has enabled the company to successfully extend its leadership in the FMCG space. During his 5+ years at HUL, the market capitalization of the company has nearly trebled, making it one of the most valuable companies in India. A truly global executive, he has led Unilever's businesses in Asia, Middle East, and Africa for more than 17 years. He has steered the company's Indian and South Asian operations since 2013. In recognition of his consistent track record of high performance, he has been recently promoted as President, Unilever South Asia, and will be part of the 12 members Unilever Leadership Executive that runs the global giant. All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Award for Business Leader of the Year on Mr. Sanjiv Mehta, Chairman and Managing Director, Hindustan Unilever Limited.
Thank you, Ms. Reddy. Congratulations, Mr. Mehta. We now come to the award for Outstanding Institution Builder. This award honors an individual who has displayed exceptional vision and leadership in building an organization or institution, a person who has been the driving force of an organization and has made a major contribution to an industry and nation building at large. To read the citation and introduce the winner for the award, we have with us Mr. Dilip Cherian, a communications consultant, a political campaign advisor, and a practicing political and policy professional.
Honorable Shri Mukherjee, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to read out the citation for the AIMA Managing India Awards 2019 for Outstanding Institution Builder, a friend and doyen of industry, Dr. Prathap Reddy, Founder Chairman, Apollo Hospitals Group. A pioneering entrepreneur, he founded India's first corporate hospital in 1983 and created a model to deliver an international standard of healthcare at costs that were a fraction of what exists in the Western world. Dr. Reddy built Apollo Hospitals into a healthcare ecosystem that includes over 72 hospitals, 3,300 pharmacies, over 500 clinics, telemedicine facilities in 10 countries, a health insurance entity, an online health consultation portal, 15 academic institutions, and an organization at the forefront of research and innovation in healthcare. Under his visionary leadership, Apollo Hospitals has emerged as the foremost integrated healthcare provider in the region and touched the lives of more than 150 million individuals. Also to serve beyond our shores, he pioneered medical tourism and now handles patients from over 140 countries who come to India with the hope of improved healthcare.
Thank you, Mr. Cherian. Congratulations, Dr. Reddy. We now come to the last award of the evening, the Lifetime Contribution Award. This award recognizes the contribution of an individual who has revolutionized existing practices in their sphere of work, an individual who has displayed a lifetime of leadership excellence and is a worthy ambassador of India in the international arena. To read the citation and introduce the winner for the award, we have with us Mr. Sunil Kant Munjal, past president of AIMA and chairman of Hero Enterprise. He's a founder, promoter of the Hero Group and now a business leader, institution builder, a social entrepreneur, an angel investor, and a thought leader.
Shri Pranab Mukherjee, dignitaries on the dais and in the hall. You know, the actress Audrey Hepburn once said that as we get older, we discover that we are blessed with two hands, one to help ourselves and one to help others. Azim Premji learned this lesson a little bit earlier, perhaps. and started giving with both his hands, and he's continued all along. I've had the pleasure of interacting with him over the years. There are many things which impress you about him, and one particularly is his humility and how he behaves both in public and private. It's interesting, and I'm saying this, Azim, if you don't mind, before I read the citation, that which is not to think less of yourselves, but to think of yourself less. And while doing this, he has built an outstanding organization, which is like an institution, and what he's doing for philanthropy is a beacon for all of us to follow. A pioneer of India's IT revolution, he has helped transform the global technology landscape. He's turned a 2 million vegetable oil business into a $10 billion global technology and FMCG conglomerate. One of the world's leading philanthropists, he has donated over 1,45,000 crores to the endowment of the foundation to support social causes. The foundation has extensive work across India, helping the government schooling system to improve. It runs a philanthropic university in Bangalore and also supports a large number of other not-for-profits in specific fields such as gender equity, reducing child stunting, and agrarian distress. Renowned for his values, he has stood for unflinching integrity in the world of Indian business. He has received the Padma Vibhushan and has been conferred with the Carnegie Medal of Philanthropy, apart from many, many other awards. The All India Management Association is pleased to confer the AIMA Managing India Lifetime Contribution Award on Mr. Azim Premji, Chairman, Wipro Limited.
Thank you, Mr. Munjal. Congratulations, Mr. Premji. That brings us to the end of the award presentation ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, may I request you all to please give a big round of applause one more time for all our awardees tonight. May I now invite Mr. Harshpati Singhania, Vice President AIMA and Vice Chairman and Managing Director JK Paper Limited, to introduce the Honorable Chief Guest.
Honorable Shri Pranab Mukherjee, former President of India, Mr. Harshvardhan Neotia, President AIMA, Mr. Sanjay Kirloskar, Senior Vice President AIMA, Rekha Shetty, Director General AIMA, past presidents, council members of All India Management Association, the AIMA Managing India Award winners and citation readers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I have the difficult task of introducing Pranab, as we all know him. But however, I will try. He is India's 13th president and a Bharat Ratna, and is one of India's most distinguished statesmen. He has devoted his life to the service of the people, and he's a torchbearer of Indian democratic values. First elected to Rajya Sabha in 1969, he has served 5 terms in the upper house of Parliament and has been a member of Lok Sabha twice. Coming from a family of freedom fighters, he became a pillar of the Congress party and was a member of the party's highest decision-making body, that is the Congress Working Committee, for more than 23 years. A precocious policy thinker and administrator, he was highly regarded by Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. He served as the Deputy Minister for Industry, Shipping, Transport, Steel and Industry, and the Minister of State for Finance, in a government during 1973-74. In 1982, he became the finance minister of the country. During the era of liberalization and globalization of the Indian economy in the 1990s, he served as the Minister of Commerce and Minister of External Affairs. In the two UPA governments in the new millennium, he led the ministries of Defense, External Affairs, and Finance once again. In his many roles in the government, he has made a big impact on governance and economic reforms. He was involved in the legislation of the Right to Information Act and the Right to Employment. He was instrumental in setting up the UIDAI and the Aadhaar system. He also led the creation of regional rural banks, the Exim Bank of India and the NABARD in the 1970s and 80s. A globally renowned parliamentarian and administrator, he has received several accolades in India and overseas. In 1984, he was rated amongst the best 5 finance ministers in the world by Euromoney magazine. And in 2010, he was declared the Finance Minister of the Year by the Emerging Markets, the Journal of the World Bank and IMF. He received the Best Parliamentarian Award in 1997 and Best Administrator Award in 2011. In 2008, he received the Padma Vibhushan. Ladies and gentlemen, beyond this, allow me to personalize. Pranab has been known to me personally and to our family for decades, and indeed to most people in this room. What we admire is his humility and at the same time his vast knowledge on virtually any subject. Even today, he reads voraciously, and entering into any conversation with him is only a joy. With this, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Shri Pranab Mukherjee.
Good evening, Shri Harshvardhan Neotia, President AIMA and Chairman Ambuja Neotia Group, Shri Sanjay Kirloskar, Senior Vice President AIMA, Chairman and Managing Director Kirloskar Brothers, Shri Harshpati Singhania, Vice President AIMA and Vice Chairman and Managing Director JK Vepar Limited, Srimati Rekha Shetty, Director General AIMA. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a very happy occasion for me to be present amidst you this evening. At this occasion of AIMA's Managing India Awards. I am presenting the Managing India Awards to a group of talented set of winners. AIMA has been around all over 62 years now, and I was a part of AIMA Diamond Jubilee celebration held at the Rashtrapati Bhavan in its 60th year, with a mission to facilitate individuals and organizations realize their potential. The All India Management Association, since last 6 decades, has been working closely with industry, government, academia, and other activists to further the cause of management profession in India. I am told that at present, it has 37,000 individual members and close to 6,000 corporate or institutional members through 68 local management associations affiliated to it. Distinguished guests, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, to my mind, the goal of economic activity can never be profits alone. Profits that seek to create wealth only for individuals ultimately end up creating vast inequalities. Such a situation leads to the very economic mode of production becoming untenable. It is therefore necessary that people who manage business, the directors, proprietors, managers, orient themselves to the larger social goal of not only personal benefits, but also employment generation, creation of social wealth, and more opportunities for the economic growth of the largest number of persons. As an apex body of the management profession in our country, AIMA will be failing in its duty if it were to overlook these aspects of management. Distinguished guests, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, it's heartening to learn that AIMA has created a platform to acknowledge management excellence in diverse domains. The Managing India Awards stand out despite multiple such award functions because these awards recognize not merely because successful business, but also their positive contribution to nation building. All the individuals who have been recognized this evening and awarded have not only led the established and successful corporate ventures, but have also made significant contribution to the overall process of national development. Such contributions, in my views, have to be transcend mere philanthropy, and I am happy that you have done so. I compliment each and every one of you having difference in you and for achieving this distinction of being chosen as AIMA Managing India Awards. It's your extraordinary commitment towards making India a better country that has made you worthy recipient of the award. I'm sure that many others will be inspired by this excellence and join the nation-building efforts. Distinguished guests, awardees, ladies and gentlemen, it's my considered view that focusing merely on enhancing growth figures with the belief that the benefits therefore will trickle down cannot be looking forward. Today we are the world's 7th largest economy with a net worth of $2.69 trillion US, according to IMF. According to United Nations World Economic Situation and Prospects, WESP 2019, India's GDP growth is expected to accelerate to 7.6% in 2019-20 from the estimated 7.4% in the current fiscal year ending March 2019. Over 270 million Indians have moved out of poverty line in the decades since 2005-06, and the poverty rate in this country nearly halved over the 10 years period. This is a promising sign that poverty is being tackled globally. According to the 2018 Global Multidimensional Poverty Index released by the United Nations. While this is a significant number, yet there are about 269 million people who live below the poverty line. Gains from poverty reduction and the high growth rate have been uneven, with greater progress in the states and social groups which are already well off. The situation becomes all the more worrisome if someone looks at the figures that suggest that more than 60% of the wealth is just held by 1% of India's population. While such figures are a definite burden on our national conscience, they also indicate that our growth needs to be more inclusive and equitable, lest the ones who are left behind drag others in the developmental narratives. India is an ambitious and aspiring nation with its 130 crore people seeking their rights and freedom, working towards development of our nation. Quixotic heroism cannot lead this nation. India needs leaders who can help them to meet the nation's ever-rising expectations. The country still has a long way to go before it is completely rid of poverty and before it achieves a reasonable level of human development. While it is good to have a rising number of the Indian billionaires in the Forbes list, it is much more important to have a growing number of the middle-income Indians every year. We still have to find a solution to the ever-growing distress in the farm sector so that the farming sector acquires its deserving place in the larger scheme of things. We still need to put into place quality and affordable healthcare infrastructure in every area, nook and corner of the country. It is therefore incumbent on India's enterprises to make a greater contribution to industrial and social development. We need to find ways not to just produce more, but also to involve more people in the production process. If modern technology and skills are available only to a few, the overall growth of GDP and national productivity will remain extremely limited. We need to put more of young people to work in order to become a truly prosperous and proud nation. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, education and entrepreneurship are the nation's greatest resources. While India has made a lot of progress on the quantitative side, a lot of work is still needed on the quality aspect. Historically, the government has been the custodian of both quality and quantity in education, but time has come to India's business leaders to take the country's human capital to the next higher level. The demographic dividend needs to be leveraged, which can only happen when there is a qualitative development of the education sector in the country. In addition to this, we need to enhance the quality of our skill development and skill enhancement program to better prepare this demographic dividend for the new age globalized world. Our future progress depends more on the quality of people than merely the quantity. Today, the best and the brightest of the country gravitate towards the highest bidders and shun teaching and research. That creates breaks in the supply chain of the latest know-how and skills. Not many of the IITs or IIM alumni are passing on their knowledge and skills to the next generation or even creating new knowledge through research. That needs to be changed. Technology is the biggest game changer in today's world, and we need to use this technology as a growth multiplier. The fourth industrial revolution is looking upon us, and India has to be quick in building business models that combine high technology with accelerated learning and high employment. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I believe the future of winners of AIMA Managing India Awards will be those who take India the next level in technology and innovation. The biggest challenge for the next generation of the nation builders is to make everything more accessible and affordable to everyone. India offers immense opportunities for innovation, especially frugal innovation, which will make the lives of common man easy by developing techniques for everyday use. The trick is to innovate fast and innovate at scale so that the new technologies and their applications are broadly universal. Trickle-down development does not work in the digital economy. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, before I conclude, I would like to extend once again my congratulations and best wishes to all the award winners and my best wishes to All India Management Association in all its endeavors. Wish you Godspeed, good luck, and wish you success in every aspect of life. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, sir. As we approach the conclusion of this evening's ceremony, may I request Mr. Sanjay Kirloskar, Senior Vice President, AIMA, and Chairman and Managing Director, Kirloskar Brothers Limited, to deliver the word of thanks.
Shri Pranab Mukherjee, former President of India, my colleagues at AIMA, past presidents, council members, AIMA Managing India Award winners, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's my privilege to conclude this remarkable award ceremony tonight. Honorable former President, AIMA is indebted to you for agreeing to be our chief guest today. It's a special privilege, and this ceremony has been elevated by your presence. Many thanks for handing over the AIMA Managing India Awards and sharing your thoughts on nation building with us. It's been a real honor for us to have you with us here this evening. Congratulations to all the AIMA Managing India Award winners. Each one of you is an extraordinary achiever and has made a special contribution to our country's economy. It's a privilege to honor you and celebrate your success. The mix of today's awardees is a clear sign that India's economy is changing, and the role of innovation is becoming more important in business. Disruptive change is becoming common, and every nation needs innovators who can fundamentally reinvent products and production methods. I'm sure that today's award winners would inspire others to make India a leader in smart solutions. A special thanks to the jury for identifying the outstanding individuals and organizations for the awards. We're grateful to Mr. Sanjiv for chairing the jury. Many thanks to our celebrity hosts, guests who read out the citations. AIMA is privileged to have them as friends, and we are delighted to have them with us tonight. I take this opportunity to thank the sponsors for supporting this event and helping us stage such a fine ceremony. A very big thank you to all of you for being a wonderful audience and joining us in this celebration of managing excellence. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for making this evening and ceremony a great memory for all of us at AIMA. Thank you. May I now request the President to present a memento to the Honorable President, former President of India.